Okay, we'll just wait for a couple more minutes and I'll get the show on the road. Yeah, well, while we're waiting, I just thought I might as well introduce myself. I'm Brett Dunstone, founder, managing director of Elite Virtual Media. We create virtual content, mainly targeted at sort of the real estate, creating off-plan virtual tours based on CGI and the like, but you know, focuses on real estate, but it really can be applied anywhere, construction, commercial, wherever it might fit. But the focus today is on off the plan property, where it's really talking about marketing those, those development projects, apartments, units, even new home developments, new homes, rather than a physical display. We can have a virtual display home, so that's really what we're going to be talking about. And with VR, it's really just to a VR headset. We're really talking about virtual tours, which can encompass quite a few different things, like different platforms, be it web-based, PC, or the VR headset. Yeah, so might as well just wait on a sec, and I think I might as well get the ball rolling. So yeah, welcome everyone. So I'm just going to run through how to harness VR in marketing off the plan property. Like I said, VR loose term, to talk about virtual tours. Yeah, and I'll sort of might as well get on moving. Next slide. So just thought I'd start with a bit of a show reel of show you guys what we can do here, what sort of projects we can create. So short, sort of 1 minute video, give you a bit of an idea. Let's see how this goes. Rightio. So this is all CGI. Display on interactive options there, being shown as little display suite, day and night, got being shown. Cinematic videos based on the virtual models. So this sort of ties in nicely together. The interactive options really makes it easy for clients to be able to work out how things get put in by both inside and outside. Of course, been speeded up and they can of course, we partner with the Viz guys to be able to deliver this content, and they're really just a technical part that we work with to get this content out there for you guys. Yeah, again, so back to the, we've sort of gone from that. I just really want to talk about really how media's been evolving. It's really over the last, particularly the last few years, but over the last 10, 20 years, we've been evolving at a, quite a exponential rate. It's been growing quite quickly. How we engage with media, going from newspapers, magazines alike, television, computers, but now it's all talking about smart devices, your phone, tablet, your iPad, and how we interact with that. And so everything's becoming more and more online focused, and with that, it just opens up a whole can of worms on what we can actually market to potential clients. And it's also, and moving forward from that, it's also the VR headsets and the AR, augmented reality, mixed reality even, which is coming down the pipeline, and it's all great technology. The hardware is really coming along leaps and bounds. And so it's been able to use that interactive sort of 3D, 360 content, be able to engage with your customers better going forward, down the line. And, obviously, engage with your customers better, get better leads coming in, convert them through the more sales, hopefully. And just a few quick stats from PwC, like, saying that VR, looking to be as big as Netflix by 2022, which, that's pretty big. Might have been a bit of a knockback with COVID, but, might have gone the other way, and most likely, actually, more people are engaging through virtual content. So it's really platform and where things want to be going forward. And just another quick slide of where the forecast for advertisers sort of spend going forward. VR is like the big winner. It's looking like it over the next few years, where that's where the big money's going. The streaming services with OTT and internet advertising and the like, but it's really new media, VR, and that sort of space is where it's going. Magazines, newspaper, obviously, it's sort of the dying media. Sorry. And of course, you've got massive companies, Oculus, which is basically owned by Facebook, Samsung, Microsoft, and the like, all investing in the VR, AR sort of hardware, showing many billions of dollars. So it's showing that they have great confidence on where it's going. So it should really show you that the big market, and it's not just sort of it's not pie in the sky sort of stuff. And of course, this is just sort of the trend of where that's sort of heading, where the dollar's sort of going. Of course, it's hardware earlier on with the likes of Oculus and Microsoft and the like, but as that sort of matures going forward, it'll be the content with likes of your virtual tours, your property development and the like, that will take over, and that's where this sort of stuff comes in, where when you've got the hardware that really is there and doing the job, and it's already really there. You've got the likes of the Oculus Quest and and other VR headsets that make it easy. You've got phone, you can do it on your phone, like mobile VR. And a lot of our virtual tours, virtual content can be viewed from any device almost. So why are we looking at using VR in your marketing? It really comes down to like better engaging with your customers. That's the nux of the issue. But what that actually could mean for you could mean, depending on your situation, what you're trying to achieve in your business, in your development. You could be talking about increasing your pre-sales so you can get your loan through the hurdles to be able to get your project started. Just turning over your sales faster, be able to sell more new homes or other developments, quicker, particularly in a market like it is at the moment. It just create a point of difference, because even though VR, the virtual tours and the like have been embraced, a lot of it still is based on 360-degree photography, which we do that, but being able to do it based on a development that doesn't even exist yet, to be able to harness and be able to showcase that to people is a real point of difference to a lot of people out there. It's a real way to get out there and amongst it. Also, reducing your variation costs, because people can actually see what they are buying, they know what they're getting. They shouldn't really be complaining if it's not what they thought it would be, because they can see pretty clearly what it's going to look like. Even better if they can see it in the VR headset, but pretty clear what it's going to be like. And you create a display home, virtually in this sort of way. It really it's a hell of a lot cheaper. It's a fraction of the cost, maybe hundredths of the cost, really, depending on dollars what you're talking. But it's a hell of a lot cheaper, so you can do quite a number of virtual display homes compared to one physical one. So it's a big cost saver there. And when to use your virtual displays, they can be used really at all sorts of points in your your sales sort of pipeline, your marketing sales sort of process, but it really, as you can see, like, it fits in quite well in the marketing sales sort of space. How you can get that out there, connect with people, online through the web app, be able to get out there and connect with people, bring them into your pipeline, or your sales pipeline. But also in the concept design, when you're sort of like still working through some of those issues, with some of the bigger projects, perhaps you can really work through those issues and see what they're going to look like before you get to the actual, too far along the pipe, the construction pipeline, even into the PA planning, approval sort of space. It can help really sort of speed that along, to help those sort of authorities really know what your project's going to look like, and then through interior design, likewise you can see what you're doing, and then it's all into your portfolio, put that on the website or wherever, be able to showcase that on what you have done and what you can provide for people, your customers going forward. So I just thought I'd give a bit of a demo of one of the web-based apps, just web-based sort of projects, to give you an idea of what is possible. And hopefully just get that over, get it on the screen. This is basically our website. We've only just upgraded it fairly recently. And I just really wanted to show you this because you can see here, we've got this awesome project embedded in the website there. And, you can fit in all your content, be able to market this, say whatever development project you're doing, have it sitting on in your window there, and click through, and then you can, literally have customers go through your project, at the wish, have a look at whatever they want and going, I reckon this project looks pretty good. I want to invest in this. I want to live here, whatever it might be. The web tours are customizable to a degree. You can have floor plans, you'll be able to jump around if you so wish. This one here, like a number of them, we've got pictures of the different rooms that you can jump into. So I want to go to the, main bedroom, and that just sort of jumps you there so you can have a look. Of course, it's mainly hotspot to hotspot with these web tours, and this is all still CGI, but it's still pretty awesome sort of quality. But it still has some limitations, but a great way to get people into your projects. Another sort of jump to the lift in the foyer. Be able to show off whatever it is you want to show, and visually have a look around your project. Show that off to whoever you want to show it off to. So sort of show you that one, and if you guys want to check that out, we'll just throw it over in this chat box. Hopefully you can see it over on the right there. Click on that link there. We'll take you through to our website, the virtual tour page. Be able to show you how you can walk through some of those projects online virtually and have a look through what they're going to look like. Forgot to mention, sorry, one point I forgot to mention at the start, down the bottom, hopefully you'll see a question box. If you have any questions going through, please feel free to answer them down there. I'll see if I can answer them as we go through. Otherwise, if there are any questions, I'll answer them later on in the webinar. But I'll just move on to the next slide for now. So, seeing the web-based app and how that works, I'll now just give you a bit of a quick run over of how the PC app works. It's not at its absolute best being streaming it over the web like we are, but it still gives you a damn good idea of how it looks. Any luck, give me a sec. Here we go. That's what I'm trying to show. So this is one of the projects, the one I like showing off. This is the Sunhill project. Again, all CGI, completely 100% CGI, and you can literally, in this one, walk around, using arrow keys, check out whatever else. You might be seeing a bit more lag or blurring on your screen than probably I'm seeing on my screen here because of just the way it works over the web. But you can literally walk around any space just using arrow keys or your mouse. Have a look in any direction, up, down. Walk around the kitchen if you so choose, and it's pretty cool in that regard. Number of sort of options down the bottom here of the menu bar. First one is interact. If you want to be able to interact and change things in your virtual tour, click on this one, and you'll be able to. You then get these sorts of outlines coming up, going, let's see, I want to change the colour of the walls. You can go through and see what it looks like in different colours. Pretty amazing way to be able to showcase, see that's a hideous colour, but will that work for that room, or do I prefer this liquid gold or swamp or whatever you want to show off there? Do it likewise with the floors or whatever else you want to be able to show off. It really depends on what you want to be making interactive, what you want people to be able to change out. Like here, you can change, the paneling on this kitchen cabinets, splashback with the kitchen bench top. But the options of what you actually change out is up to you. There's depends on what you want to be able to do. You don't need it. You don't want to. You don't need any interactivity. Another sort of option we often have is cameras to give people a quick view of the project, of the property. Hopefully the birds tweeting in the background. So you can just use these different camera angles to get a quick view over what the project looks like from a number of different views. That sort of interior look. Then you go inside. This is a living room. You can spin around. Kitchen. What's that one? Sort of pantry. You jump, click on the studio. Go, what does that look like? Garage. So it's pretty good in that regard. And you can then, if you want to go, I've had enough of that. I want to actually, walk around, click out of that, and check it out. Drone is just basically just hover up a little bit off the ground. You're not walking. You're basically flying around the house. Render, quite a cool sort of one that rather than paying, $500,000 whatever dollars for a render, you can literally just from the project get your settings, whatever you want it to be, click the render. That's going to be saved to your desktop. Pretty high definition image that you can use in your marketing or however you so choose. And you can then click out of that and move on with checking out things. This is a movie room. If you go, you can work out, what you want to do there with the different interactions as well. Likewise, you can save if you've gone through and you've changed walls and whatever else, and you're going like how I like it. You can save that. You can save your selections, and then the builder can take that and they know, okay, this is what they've said that they want us to build with. That's it. They know how it looks. They've looked at it in the PC app. They know exactly. There's no excuses for not knowing what it's going to look like. So the builder then can build to that, and hopefully that should lead to massive cutback on variation claims. So saving you a monster in that regard. So I think that's probably most of it in that regard. Like you can walk right around the house if you want. You can, this one doesn't have a floor plan, but I think the camera angle sort of cater for, cover that sort of angle. But you can walk around wherever you so choose. And that's pretty well it. You can, people can really look at that however they want. There is a new version of this PC app coming soon to download near you, and hopefully next 2-3 weeks, and that will enable you to be able to much easier download this. I can send this through to you to be able to download, but it'll make it so you can easily download and even be able to like quote up how much would a project cost for your desires. It's coming soon. So I'll just move back on to where I'm up to and move along back on to what forms can a virtual tour take. And here I've sort of shown you the web viewer, PC app, VR. Of course, a bit hard to show you. VR headset, can't really sort of strap one on your head from sitting here in Adelaide in my little home office. But the VR, very similar to the PC app. A little bit different, depending, for the functionality work, but it's really, you can be immersed there, completely immersed in that space, to be able to walk around and interact, as you say, choose, and be able to do pretty well the same as what you can do in the PC app, but just completely immersed in that space. You think you're actually there. Likewise, you can publish the mobile app. And once the tour, we've actually published, we've got the model created. It's on the web view, the PC app are basically the base sort of platforms. Once you're on that, then we can create other content on top of that. Videos such as recording a tour, cinematics like insurance, or in the early video, even a 360 video that will guide you through the project, but then also let you have a look around at 360 as you go, but sort of take you on a sort of designated path on where people want you to, where you want to see. And then 3D renders, like I showed you, you can do them, as well from within. And like let's sort of show, like on the background here, sort of got my virtual background is an example of one of the 3D renders that I've done for a project, just to give an idea. I thought it looks a hell of a lot better than my little office, so I thought I'd use that as my background. So where are we going? And from there, I hope you're all staying tuned. It's all going with you so far. Remember, any questions, please let me know. So here, just talking about the trade-off between accessibility and immersion. So as you probably know, web-based is, accessible, is the most accessible sort of platform we can use, accessible by anyone on any device, anywhere, literally in the world, 24/7. As long as you're on your website, people can go there, look at it whenever they feel inclined. So that's the most accessible, but immersion, not quite there. Like you can, from the web app, the web-based tour, you can actually view that as a VR tour. Use a sort of a Google Cardboard or something sort of headset, so that will increase immersion. But the web-based tour as its own is not the most immersive. The VR headset, on the other extreme, is damn immersive. You just feel like you're walking around the actual house or whatever development you've got going on. So that is really immersive. But again, unless you've got a VR headset, it's not that accessible. So it's really immersive, but not that accessible unless you've got the headset, or you actually bring people into your office to be able to give them let them use your headset. The desktop app sort of sits in the middle. It is more immersive than base because you can do it on a bigger screen, and you probably got more control over what you can do, but it's still not as anywhere near as immersive as a VR headset. So you really got to bear all that in mind, depending on how you're using it in your sort of sales pipeline and how you're trying to get your customers through the door. So this here, we're just talking about your marketing channels, how you use these different sort of platforms to connect with your customers, your clients. Web-based tours are really great, and social media, website, those sorts of things, bring people in the door, get them connected, get those leads and bring them into your sales pipeline. PC app, likewise, sort of, PC app and VR headset is good, probably more in person, sort of trade shows, events, or getting them into your display suite or your showroom, into your office, be able to show that off in person, one-on-one. Whether or not that's a possibility for you at the moment with the COVID sort of issue still going on in most parts of the world. But it's, shows us different sort of applications. Like I said, the PC app, that is coming out, new version in a couple of weeks' time, that will be more accessible, so anyone will be able to download that, so you'll be able to put that into your sales pipeline, making it a lot easier for people to interact with your projects. So if you can engage with people on all these sort of different levels, different platforms, really boosting your engagement with your leads, bringing more leads into your sales pipeline. That's the crux of the issue, just getting more people in the door to sort of know what you're working on. And here, just reiterating that again, customer engagement is really about trying to engage with your customers the best you possibly can, try and get them into your projects so they know what you're doing, know what it's all about, get a better ideas. Better engagement, of course, should lead to more leads, likely, more likely than not, better conversion of leads to sales, so more sales, and hopefully more money for you guys. Few stats from Google, maybe a little bit out of date now, but just showing that virtual tours can help double interest in business things. So it's really showing the power of virtual tours. Whether you think they compare like for like, I think it really just shows the power of virtual tours. It's really quite awesome. That's why Google's really pushing it out there. And likewise, 2 out of 3 people want more virtual tours when they're exploring a business or a project or a house for sale or anything. They want to be able to walk through it. They want to see what it looks like. They want that sort of view of be able to really walk through it and get an idea of how it looks. So coming down to the nuts of the issue, we're talking about return on investment. Does it really make sense for you to spend outlay to be able to get one of these tours? And like in the scheme of things, the cost of these tours, this VR sort of content, isn't that much in the scheme of like what you buy. If you're selling a larger development project, we can do the interiors of a project from around like $15 a square meter. So for a 200 sort of square meter house, you're talking $3,000. That's sort of published to your web-based and your PC app, those sorts of platforms, which are like the core sort of platforms that we work with. Of course, there's a lot, a lot more. You can expand upon that depending on what you're after. If you want to show the exterior of the house, or you want to show, facade, what it looks like, and those sorts of things, you'll be paying a little bit more for that. Or if you want to publish to VR, of course, that's going to be more, or interact. You want interactivity or cinematic videos or whatever. It's a can of worms, really. So depending on what you got, what you need to be able to connect with your clients and your customers and that sort of thing, then you can tailor the cost, the investment of how much a tour would cost to be able to get one out there for you guys. But in the scheme of things, when you think about it, like spending a few $1,000s, to be able to double the conversion rate of your leads to sales, or increasing your leads and then increasing the conversion of those leads to sales, if you can double that, then it really should be a no-brainer on investing in something like this, because it's what people are screaming out for. It's really helping engage a level of better, increasing your sales, particularly when this day and age could be a bit slower, less people spending money. So it's really something that you need to be jumping on board with, and it's helping achieving your goals, whatever they may be, getting pre-sales, getting more sales, engaging your clients, whatever that might be. It's really just helping you getting further down that pathway of what you're actually trying to achieve with your projects, what you're trying to do, getting them out there. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And yeah, the return on investment is like, it's pretty great on these. So that's sort of pretty well the end of the preso, a bit of the end of the webinar. If anyone has any questions, please scream out. None so far, as I can see, but please drop me a line if there is anything that comes up either now before the end of this webinar or later. Please get in, or if it's afterwards, please get in touch. Flick me an email or anything. Contact details here. Name again, Brett Dunstone. My mobile's there. Email, website. Putting the website on the side, like I said. Get us on our social channels. Pretty active on LinkedIn and Facebook and the like. So get on board there. Happy to have a chat. On the phone. Give me a bell if you're interested in doing a project, and chat through and see how this may or may not work for you. If it can be applicable to your circumstance, your businesses, and how that might work for you, please give me a bell. Happy to have a chat through. And if you let me know that you got on board through this webinar, then I'll knock 10% off the cost of any quotes that might have been way down the track. But yeah, just please get in touch and let me know if you've got any questions or curious how this may or may not work for you guys. But I think unless there's any questions, I might leave it at that. Last chance. So thank you everyone for turning up. Please reach out if you have any queries. But other than that, thank you, and that's it. All right, thanks.